Pop music, TV shows, games, and social media. They have been driving forces behind modern consumption market. In 2023, the fast food industry worth $295 billion of the global market share, while the famous F&B business are now worth $1 trillion in the investment market. New, competitive, and rising fast food chains are existing almost in every region of the world. APAC region, like the China, India, and Japan, has been the fastest growth among all. The higher demand in the market driving cheaper alternative fast food business in the Asia. However, the preference for burger and sandwich still remain the top spot in consumers' preference. Top business like the McDonald's has always been renewing their menu over the years. They put their focus on bettering the chicken and beef selections, as these are the customers' all-time favorite. Grab, DoorDash, and Uber Eats, the third-party platform involvement, has become a huge trend in this industry. The services add value to the consumers, and it is expected to bring steady growth over the next few years. Since 2024, McDonald's was ranked the second highest global brand value in the whole restaurant chain. In 2013, they did their first app testing and launched a few of the notable projects, including to introduce one of their best sellers, the McWrap. Because of the pandemic, 2020 was the worst year for them. They faced a huge profit cutback and losing a lot of sales due to the change in the consumer behavior. However, there is not a global giant going to reach its full potential. During the COVID, 72% of the B2B companies start to sell online. Online shopping reached 5.6 trillion in 2023, and there is still expected growth until the end of 2024. In view of the geographical perspectives, Asia and South Africa regions record the fastest growth, while China and US remain as key contributors in the market. Being a key leader in the global industry, China has a record of 52% in terms of the market share. And this figure tells us that China owns the largest portion of the global market. Since the COVID-19, beauty and fashion products have always been the top pick for the online buyers. 11/11, single day sales, they always made tremendous sales. Many famous and high-end brands couldn't resist the amazing sales results and joined different online programs to sell their own products. While I believe some of us have already watched different influencers selling products online, it has a reason. 60% of the e-commerce sales drive from the mobile phone devices, and most of the business drives sales from the social media. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, was originally an English degree holder in China. After his graduation as an English degree holder, he founded an agency that provides English translation service. He had an institute that named Wuhan University, but he stepped down as the chairman in 2021. The institute imposed strict regulations for new students' enrollment. And first, the student has to be a founder of a company that has been in operation for at least 3 years. The company should have employed more than 30 employees and has an annual income of at least 4.2 million. Furthermore, the applicant should bring tax proof and 3 recommendation letters from the other recognized institutes. Jack Ma believed that the 30 students he recruited for the institute could revolutionize the Chinese business world. In fact, the study place has graduated a few of notable billionaires. One of them owns a cryptocurrency business that worth more than $15 billion in the investors market. Furthermore, the members of the institute have impressive backgrounds. The business range from gaming, healthcare, insurance, and tourism. One of the members went disappeared in 2015 to assist the government in corruption case investigation. Despite the step down of Jack Ma as the chairman in the Alibaba's group, the brand still ranked as the second most valuable Chinese brand in 2023. In 2016, MIT neuroscientists have officially declared that fast food can damage one of brain's important parts, that is called the hippocampus. The hippocampus is important in receiving the fullness messages from the gut. So eating a junk food diet can create a vicious cycle and damage the neurons in the hippocampus. The damage will lead to more hunger, and the fast food consumers would always look for more junk food, even after already having it. And these also welcome the next thing called dopamine rush. Dopamine rush release of a pleasure from the rewarding food triggers pleasure and makes us highly addicted to it. And coincidentally, these pleasure-releasing experiences are also found in online shopping and social media. The ultimate goal for these experiences is to make us addicted to the products of these industries. And in 2013, Woodside Research Institute was founded at Stanford University. The university was founded by the current chairman of Alibaba, Joe Tsai. It intends to research on topics related to memory, brain addiction, and Alzheimer's disease. 3 years later, in 2016, the Alibaba Group introduced Taobao Live, the first in-app live streaming feature of its kind in the world. The feature alone generates $7.5 billion in sales within the first 30 minutes of 2020 Singles Day's pre-sale. The invention by Alibaba Group was successful, but it also raises the question of whether they researched the weakness of the human brain and manipulated the neurons for the sake of their own business profits. In fact, the current chairman of Alibaba is deeply interested in research on the brain behavior and established another institute at Yale University a year later. Addictions seem to be the master key to most of the B2B business success. The more we addicted to the products, the more we will lose control over ourselves. And this helps to generate more sales or attention for the business. The continuous cycle of losing control and mental stress impaired our brain functions, and we'll be having difficulty in regulating our own emotions and also learning capabilities. This causes us hard to adapt and live in the society. The impaired functions, loss of passion and purpose, leads us to a vicious cycle of a suffering life. These products design violate a form of mutual agreement in allowing humans to live as a whole. The dysfunction of society is moving further from the top of the Maslow's hierarchy need. We are moving in a reverse direction, that back to the beginning and struggling in impaired cognitive and social functions. It may seem the product's designs are harmful, but they are harmful in a fixed, vicious way, in which they attempt to destroy the human capabilities to survive in this society. Who is in behind, controlling the secret moves?